Guys, have you ever opened a document in Microsoft Word and you struggle to discover or find out the main, let's say the main title of the document or the subtitle or the different headings of the document? Maybe due to the complexity of the document, maybe multiple pages or an unformatted document just like this one. Okay, so that is why this tutorial is for you. In this tutorial we're going to cover heading styles and hierarchy. That is how to arrange your document in a hierarchical format, okay, using heading styles. So generally we have 6 different levels of heading depending on the type of topic you're working on. So in your document, if you come over here on the home page in Microsoft Word, if you come over to the styles group and then you come over here, click on this, you are going to see that we have different heading styles. We actually have from heading 1 all the way to heading 6, but you can't see heading 6 right now because we have to choose heading 4. Then you see 5 and 6, but we have heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5 and heading 6 in that hierarchy. Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you right now very quickly how you can arrange or format your document using these heading styles and hierarchy. Now if you're working in Microsoft Word, I'll recommend that you always have your navigation pane opened. Now there are 2 ways you can open this. You can come over to the status bar at the bottom of your screen right here of your app, right above the taskbar here, and then you can tap on the page count here. Okay, so if I tap on this, it's going to collapse the navigation pane. If I tap on it again or click on it, it's going to expand it. So you can expand and collapse your navigation pane easily from the status bar. Next, you can also go to view right here, and then you can see the navigation pane where we have ruler, gray lines and navigation pane. So once I check that, it's going to open the navigation pane. I can also expand and collapse it from there. Okay, so what is the use of the navigation pane? First of all, it is used to view our heading styles that we are about to set. That is our topics. Let's put it that way for now. All the topics in your document are going to be arranged in a hierarchy right here under the headings after you set the heading styles. Secondly, you can also use it to preview the pages of your document, just to view how many pages you have on your document. The navigation pane can be expanded and collapsed also. Okay, expanded and reduced depending on how large or how small you want it to be. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the result in a later video, so you can stay tuned or check one of our subsequent videos. You'll see more related content. Okay, so right now let's talk about headings. So I'm going to go back to the home menu. All right, so I'm going to do this quickly, very sharply, so that you see how it is done. It is very easy, so pay attention. I'm going to highlight the main title of this document, which is heading styles and hierarchy. Okay, in order to format it to give this document a structure, I'm going to highlight this and then come over here and then set it to title, since that is the main title of my document. I also typed it in title case. Now I can combine this title with other styles, like the I have other styles here like the book title, intense reference and so on. So if I select book title, it's going to give me that as well. Okay, that's the book title style. All right, so next thing, I'll come over here to introduction. Now we usually have only one title on every document. Okay, since this entire document, heading styles and hierarchy, there is only one main title, so we use one title for it. So the next is a heading. Okay, this is the first level of heading, like topic under this document. So I'll come over here and then select heading 1 for this. Okay, heading 1 is the main topic under the document title. All right, so we set it to heading 1, and once I start with heading 1, you can see it's going to add it under my headings on the navigation pane right here. So as I'm creating my heading styles, it's going to be adding it on the navigation pane here, creating a hierarchy of topics right here. Okay, so you can see the first topic here, number 1, is introduction. 1.1 here is a subtopic under introduction, as you can see right here. So I'm going to highlight this and then set it to heading 2, since that is a subtopic. Now, this is what we mean by hierarchy. You can come over here once again and see that purpose is arranged or placed right under introduction, not on the same level of introduction. This shows that purpose is a subtopic under introduction. Okay, so you can also notice from the sizes. If I highlight this, you can notice that the size of the heading 1 is 14. But then if you highlight this, you can notice that it is 13. Okay, now on your own, if you choose to increase the size, of course you can do so. That doesn't affect the hierarchy. I can increase this to 16 and then make this one 14. That is fine. Okay, that is fine, but it doesn't affect your hierarchy. It just depends on how you want the formatting to be. Okay, so this is heading 1 and heading 2. Then 1.2 is also a subtopic under introduction. Now this doesn't fall under purpose. All right, it falls under introduction. That's why we have 1.1, 1.2. So everything that falls under introduction is going to be formatted as heading 2 style. I'll also increase that size to 14, and you can see the arrangement here. 1 is introduction, 1.1 purpose, 1.2 scope. Okay, so coming down to methodology. Methodology is a second topic, okay, just like introduction, under the heading styles. So I'm going to highlight this and set it to heading 1 as well, and then increase the size to 16. Okay, now you can see the hierarchy here. We have another main topic, okay, just like the introduction. Now optionally, this is another way you can style it automatically without having to set it from here. If I want to style this exactly how this is styled, I can use the format painter to do that. So what I can do, I'm going to highlight this and then pick the format painter, which is a paintbrush. Then come over here and highlight methodology. This is going to format it, as you can see here, exactly as the introduction. Now we have the keyboard shortcut for that to copy format. Again, I'm going to highlight this and then tap Ctrl Alt C or Command Alt C, all right, or Command Option C if you are using Mac. Okay, but if you are using Windows, you use Ctrl Alt C. Then you come over here where you want to apply the new heading style, and then you hold Ctrl or Command Alternate V or Ctrl Alt V. All right, so Command or Option V or Ctrl Alt V is going to paste the style. So it copies this formatting and pastes it here. All right, same thing as using heading 2 style. You can see it in the hierarchy right here. So coming down, we have 2.1, which is a subtitle under methodology. So I'm going to highlight it, or subtopic, highlight it, and then also set it to heading 2 style. Okay, then increase the size to 14, and then we have it right there. Then 2.11. Now this is where we go further. 2.11 is a subtopic under data collection. It's not under methodology directly. It's indirectly under methodology, but directly falls under data collection. That's why we have this numbering format here, 2.1.1. Okay, so I'm going to highlight this and then come over here and set it to heading 3. Okay, that's heading 3. I'll also increase the size to 14. Okay, for consistency's sake, 14. So you can see the hierarchy here: methodology heading 1, data collection heading 2, interviews heading 3. Okay, so that is the hierarchy there. Coming to surveys. Surveys is 2.12. So I'm going to copy this, Control or Command Alt C, then come over here, Control Alt V. All right, or Command Option V. Right here is going to paste this heading 3 format or heading 3 style, this particular heading 3. Okay, and you can see it right here, the hierarchy. So coming down, once again, we have number 3 here, which is another main topic, okay, under the heading styles and hierarchy document. So I'm going to set it to heading 1 once again, and then increase that size to 16. So this is another heading 1 style. You can see the hierarchy right here. Okay, then finally conclusion. Now I think you can guess which heading I'm supposed to use here. This would be heading 1 actually, okay, because it is another main topic under actually a summary, but still under heading styles and hierarchy. So I'm also going to set it to heading 1 and increase the size to 14. Yeah, so you can now see that my document is beginning to get structure, okay, a good structure. If I'm not okay with the color, I can change the color to look exactly like this, okay. So but I think I'm going to leave it like this for now, and I'm beginning to see the structure. I can add some additional formatting styles which are covered in the rest of our videos in Microsoft Word. You can watch them to see to learn that. But yeah, we have our structure, our heading structure right here, and also on the navigation pane. One thing about the heading is that you can easily, it is an interactive menu or an interactive menu. So I mean topic style. So I can go back to introduction, go to scope, go to surveys, go to conclusion by just clicking on these topics here. So it doesn't matter how many pages my document have, I can just click on a topic here to jump to that particular topic and page in the document. Okay, so finally, for heading styles and hierarchy. Now, one of the purpose of these heading styles and hierarchy is if you are going to need a table of content on this document. So though I'll still talk about this briefly in a subsequent video, but table of content is cannot be created without the heading styles right here. So this is a foundation. It lays a foundation for your table of content. That is, if you have a document that needs a table of content. So I'm going to do this now. I want to create a table of content on that is right in my document on the first page. What I'm going to do is to first of all add a page break, push everything to the next page. So to do this, I'm going to click on this, place my cursor here, go to references, all right, references, and then select table of content, and then select automatic table 1. So once I click on that, it's going to insert my table of content, and then next thing I'll go to insert and then add page break. It's going to move the entire document to the next page apart from the table of content. So you can see that my table of content comes from my heading styles, which means once again, without these heading styles, you can't generate a table of content. Okay, so I'm going to see you in the next video to explain more concepts in Microsoft Word, and then we'll continue from this. So see you in the next video.